So this video review is for The Mogul Meets Her Match by Julia Underwood. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's links in the description below. And if you're on my blog, there's links within the post. And this is the video review. So The Mogul Meets Her Match by Julia Underwood. This was a really intriguing approach to romance, I thought. And yeah, it was a little bit different. Claire is right at the top of her game. She is CEO and facing the biggest challenge yet of owning an entire city block. So she's worked really hard to get where she is, and she's known poverty. So for her, when Abby, who's the last business owner on the block, refuses to sell, Claire puts herself in the position to go undercover because she feels she's best placed to change Abby's mind and sway her decision and get what she wants. So I had a lot of fun reading this story. It's undercover. Who doesn't love a good undercover? You know, someone pretending to be what they're not. Even though, to be fair to Claire, she kind of was, because she was from the background. So she was just going back to an older version of herself, if you like. And on the surface, Claire definitely appeared to be the ultimate ruthless ice queen of a business, and she had the ultimate office pet to prove it. Not that it belonged to her, it belonged to the son of a colleague, and she was just minding it. But honestly, it was terrifying. But despite my personal preferences to this type of pet, I have to share that it was an absolutely genius idea on Julia's part to include it in the story. I won't tell you what it is because it might put you off reading it, and honestly it shouldn't, but it was a great pet. I just adored how Claire was taken by surprise when she met Abby, though, because that woman was ready to challenge her in more ways than one, and despite an attraction that they shared, Claire was definitely threatened. You could sort of tell she was like, whoa, this is not where I was going in for, this was not what I expected to happen. I think she thought it'd be a little bit easier. And all she knew was being tested, and yet she couldn't throw her authority about to make things happen. So I admired how well she had to sort of handle her undercover task, because she had to take a step back, think about things differently, approach it in ways that she wouldn't usually. So it was a real challenge for her. But Abby was actually really welcoming of Claire, and obviously not really knowing who she was at first, so she didn't hold back on being flirty and playing to the attraction that they shared. But in a way, that was perfect for Claire, because it put her in a sense of control of what could and couldn't happen between them. But it was also risky because she was concealing her real identity, and it put her on edge when she realised that she had feelings for Abby, because that would just complicate things further when Abby learned that she wasn't quite who she thought she was. So it was that real sort of like pickle that goes on when you're not who you say you are, when somebody meets you but you connect with them and everything's great. And it was quite a slow burn in that respect, because it took time for Claire to really reveal herself. But that worked really well for them. It really built up their relationship, made it strong, made it based on truths on the most part, because Claire was remaining very true to herself without revealing all. She wasn't exactly shying away from who she was. She just wasn't telling Abby exactly who she was. And so it was an up and down, slow burn romance with lots of great moments and some really cute sentiments throughout it. And I really, really enjoyed it, and I hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description so that you can get yourself a copy of The Mogul Meets Her Match by Julia Underwood, which I hope you will. If you've read The Mogul Meets Her Match, I would love to know what you thought of it, so please do share in the comments. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, it's on your to be read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yes, I really want to read that, then again, please do let us know, because it's always great to find out what you are interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye!